Hello, I am Zara. And today we are gonna learn about parts of a seed. But, before we go into the depth of parts of a seed, I would request you to watch my video on pollination for better understanding on the topic of parts of a seed. I have shared the link of the video on pollination in the description box below. Thank you. What is a seed? A seed is a structure that germinates to grow into a new plant. Where does a seed comes from? Seeds are produced by flowering plants through the process of pollination and fertilization. Some flowers pollinate through biotic factors and some pollinate through abiotic factors. Flowers that pollinate through biotic factors have to spend much on looking attractive. Hence, they have beautiful colored petals. They also have to produce a sweet liquid called nectar to attract the insects, whereas the flowers that self-pollinate or are pollinated through abiotic factors do not really focus on beauty criteria, nor do they produce nectar. When the flowers are pollinated, the sperm cells fertilize the egg cells in the ovary, turning every ovule into a seed. Later the ovary swells, transforming into a fleshy fruit. These fruits are then attracted and consumed by the living organisms, and the seeds are then left to be dispersed in the environment to facilitate the growth of a new plant. How does a plant grow from such a tiny seed? The outside of a seed is made up of a testa, which is also known as the seed coat. It protects the baby plant from harmful weather conditions. A hilum is a scar left by the stalk, which attached the ovule to the ovary wall before it became a seed. A micropyle is a tiny hole present in the seed, from which air and water can pass through. The inside of the seed contains embryo. Embryo is a baby plant that is made up of three parts: epicotyl, hypocotyl, and radicle. As the seed germinates, epicotyl grows into the stem and leaves. Hypocotyl is the stem of the embryonic plant, found above the radicle. Radicle is the first part of a seedling to emerge from the seed during the process of germination. Later, radicle grows into the root. Within the seed is a cotyledon, which is also called food store. It is made of starch. It is food for the baby plant. Seed contains baby plant, so we need to handle it with care. If we provide it with adequate amount of water, nutrients, and warmth, then the seed will germinate. Initially, the seed coat will absorb water and start swelling. This will eventually make the seed coat crack. Once the seed coat opens, the embryo grows out of it. The embryo feeds on cotyledon and grows into a small plant. The small plant is known as seedling. Later, a seedling grows into an adult plant. Thus, the life cycle of a plant goes on from seed to seedling, growing into small tree, turning matured and adult later, bearing flowers to make seeds and fruits, and the seeds are then dispersed in the environment to grow into a new seedling.